What's up YouTube and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Casemiro.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Manchester United destroyed Fulham 3-2. Well, destroyed is a strong word, but it's been a while. You know, our dictator, Ruben Amorim, he wasn't able to. We had moments. I can't even. We had moments. Let me not hate on him. We had moments. Okay, I liked him as a person. We had moments against Lyon, but Michael Carrick won his 3 games in a row. It took him 3 games to win 3 games in a row. It took Ruben Amorim, 42 games to win 3 games in a row. So just so you know the difference, insane. But anyway, we're here to talk about Michael Carrick and the team, not Ruben Amorim, the dictator. Anyway, I digress. But United beat Fulham 3-2. It was an interesting game. We were up 2-0. They equalized 2-2. Honestly, I started to lose hope, but out of nowhere, Šeško scored. Bruno with an amazing dummy, amazing cross. Bruno's world class. I will have to bring out a video about Bruno, about a few players to be honest, but about Bruno because I think now he's finally getting the respect he deserves. But United fans, we've always known this. Let's be honest, we've always known this. I think now rival fans are starting to realize how good Bruno is. When you put him in a good team, this guy would have done ridiculous things. I kid you not. Last season, he saved Manchester United from getting relegated. This season, we're probably going to win the league. Anyway, back to the video. The one person I do want to speak about is Casemiro. Obviously, you saw by the intro my admiration for him, my love for him. Casemiro has really turned into a player that is really indisposable this season. He has shown his real quality. I think he's showing us more quality than we've ever seen from him in his career. It's crazy how these Real Madrid players seem to get better with age. Benzema, Modric, Ronaldo. You can't forget Ronaldo. Now Casemiro. I mean, Toni Kroos. All these players are just getting better with age. They age like fine wine. The era of top tier, top class players, it's leaving, man. Because now we're left with Declan Rice. All of a sudden, he deserves the Ballon d'Or. You know, Arsenal fans, that's a whole... I should make a video off Arsenal fans. That's a whole different topic, but I digress. But anyway, going back to this video, there's a few things I want to talk about. Casemiro. First of all, I've mentioned Casemiro. I mean, he has been insane. Indisposable player. Absolutely amazing. I don't know what else to say. That assist, the goal, the mentality he has. He's leaving at the end of the season. I'm going to try and make a farewell video, but... so if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe. But honestly, he needs to stay. We need to extend his contract at least an extra year, and just year by year, just extend it. You know, he should take reduced wages, like do something to stay at the club because we need his mentality, we need his leadership. I think a lot of that goes under the radar, and if he leaves, we're losing a huge figure for the club. So I think he needs to stay just based off this season, based off everything he's done. Obviously, he had a rough patch, but you know we'll get into that in another video. But this game, he was absolutely insane. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, there's still a few negatives to take out of that Fulham game, to take out of this performance as a whole, but to take out of the last 3 games, right? So, obviously, we played Man City first. We destroyed Man City. Man City, they've been pretty weak recently, but we still destroyed them. It takes a job to destroy them. We destroyed Arsenal. I wouldn't say destroyed, but we beat Arsenal, and it was pretty convincing. I like the performance. Arsenal wasn't really on top of the races, and coming into this game, there were a lot of conversations of, you know, Fulham. They're gonna sit back. You know, they're not gonna be a team that's quite gonna go for it. That quite has the quality to go for it. And how would the team react? And I think we saw that where we gave away an unfortunate penalty that brought them in the game. They scored a wondrous goal. And you know, that's how it is sometimes. Sometimes teams are just going to score 2 amazing goals, 3 amazing goals, or 1 amazing goal, and they're back in the game. And it is what it is. There's nothing to do about that. But then we still had the mentality to come back. Amazing assist from Bruno. Šeško to have the composure to take a proper touch and just finish in the back of the net. He knew what the net was. He didn't need to look. Incredible finish, and I'm so happy for Šeško. But I think what we saw during that game is that I think we saw a few things being exposed, you know. I think Michael Carrick, as good as he has been coming into these last 3 games, I think when it came to, we were so well at blocking Arsenal and Man City from building from the back, building through our press. I think when it came to Fulham, they unlocked us. And I think the only reason why we won that game is because ultimately they didn't have the quality to properly transition from midfield to attack after beating our pressing, right? When you look at how they unlocked our pressing, when you looked at how they unlocked our attacking structure, it was truly incredible. And I think this is where the real test starts for Michael Carrick, right? Because I feel Fulham has set the blueprint on how to dismantle Carrick's press. And I think if another quality team was supposed to copy this and we press the same way, if they copy this and we press the same way, we are going to lose without a doubt. We might lose really bad. I think the only reason why Fulham, again, they broke through us time and time again, and you can see the weaknesses. We didn't know who to mark. We didn't know who to press when it came to the midfield. Kobe Mainoo was stuck between pressing two people at once sometimes, that he'd tell, Dalot to come and try and help him, or Luke Shaw to come and try and help him. And it was tough. It was tough. They really did. They really are a great team at playing out from the back. But then when it just came to transitioning to the front, transitioning from the midfield to the attack, they always just seem to play the wrong pass, misplaced the ball, whatever it is, and it just never quite gained a foothold in the game, right? I think our next game against Spurs, look, they haven't had the best of seasons. Fulham is without a doubt a better team than Spurs right now. That being said, if Spurs copied the way Fulham played out from the back, I think we are set to experience a lot of issues. I mean, when you look their quality, first of all, I think they have better quality up top, but even that's debatable, to be honest. This Spurs team is tragic. It's bad, bro. This Spurs team is bad, but I still think they have more quality in the midfield, in the attack, than Fulham. And so I think if they were able to copy what Fulham did, we are in big trouble. And I think that's why the jury's still out for Carrick, for me at least, because now's the time to see, okay, how would he react? He's seen how his strategy has been exposed, how his tactics has been exposed, right? We were fortunate, I think, to win that game. I really do think we were fortunate to win that Fulham game. How is he going to react, right? What is he going to tweak? What is he going to change? How is he going to solve that potential gap in the midfield that was exposed when playing Fulham? And so I think that's a big concern going into the Tottenham game. And hopefully he's able to find some sort of conclusion to that, and some sort of solution to that, because if they break through us, I'm scared that Tottenham has a much better chance of actually beating us in this game. Now, Spurs historically has been a team that, for some reason, they've been so bad. They're always worse than us. I mean, even last season when they beat us in the final, they're still a worse team than us. I mean, they finished 17th, one spot, or 16th, 17th, I'm pretty sure. So one spot above relegation. Let's think about that, right? They finished 17th. We finished 15th, so not much better. But they're still worse than us. Now, they always seem to just win against us. Win or draw. We can't seem to beat them. Our home, their home, we just can't seem to beat Spurs. And it's just so annoying to me that of all teams, like they just always show up against Manchester United, and it pisses me off. It pisses me off. So I'm really hoping that Michael Carrick will be the one guy to just find a solution for this terrible Tottenham team, and we can win. We need to win 4 games in a row. That brother needs to get a haircut. I don't even know his name, but he's looking. I can't even see his face. He needs a haircut. So we need to do what we can to win 4 games in a row. Otherwise, we restart. So far, Michael Carrick's been doing great. With Spurs, it's going to be a whole different challenge. And I think, again, I said this against Fulham, right? This is where the real challenge is. But I knew Fulham will come out. They won't just sit back. Spurs is the same. They won't just sit back. But I think now that Fulham has exposed the way to play through Carrick's press, I think there's a good chance managers throughout the Premier League are looking out for this and are trying to replicate this, especially against United. So it'll be interesting to see how Carrick copes with that. Now, one person I do want to talk about is Cunha. Now, obviously, Cunha scored against Fulham, right? Via, Casemiro's fantastic, delicious pass. No-look pass, might add. When you look at his overall play as a player, you can still see a few weaknesses, right? And with Cunha, I love him. I just want to say I love him. Don't critique me. But with Cunha, there's still a few weaknesses that we need to highlight. And first of all, his first touch. His first touch, we're not talking Messi. We're not talking he's a fantastic player. You know, he can dribble, he can hold the ball, he gets fouled, he can shoot from outside the box. There are a lot of qualities that he has, but his first touch for me is lacking. There are two things. His first touch is lacking. I think we saw a lot of that during the Fulham game. He lost possession quite a couple of times, that I remember at least. And so, you know, for all the good he offers us, I think there's still things that, you know, he takes away from us that we could potentially have via another player. But that being said, I think what he offers us is far better than what he takes away. Second is his passing. His passing isn't great. I think we know this. I think he's misplaced a few balls already. He tried passing, it didn't work. He's passing like Garnacho sometimes, and that's not what we want. That's not what we want. We moved away from that. But what he offers us in attack is far more than what Garnacho ever did. So, you know, I'm willing to let that slide just because. Now, who am I to let that slide? But I'm willing to let that slide just because I know what he offers us. He scored, I think, 2 goals or 3 goals in the last 4 games, something like that. He's assisted. You know, he's had a goal or an assist in the last 3 or 4 games. So he's been incredible for us so far. Those results are finally starting to show. I'm really happy for him, and I hope to see more from him this game against Spurs. We need to destroy Spurs. Brian Mboma has been amazing. Bruno, man, I could say, man, I don't know what else to say about Bruno. I've said everything. There's nothing else to say about Bruno. He's a fantastic player. I mean, what do you say? He's a legend. We're watching a legend in the making. A legend that has already been realized is who we are witnessing right now. Absolutely incredible player. He will be key for Spurs and any other team we play for the rest of the season. He will be key. Now, lastly, I would like to predict my scoreline. So, I believe the past few games against Spurs has been interesting. And let me see if I can find that actually. So, Going back 2023 August. When was the last time we beat Spurs? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. See, I'm not lying. Hold up. We haven't beat Spurs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lord. 5, 6. I remember that 3-0. That 3-0 was stung. Lord have mercy. We haven't beat Spurs, this shit team. We haven't beat them since March 12, 2022. Let that sink in. And this is what I'm saying about Spurs. They are our kryptonite. We just can't seem to beat them. I just don't understand how a team so bad can do us so dirty. Does that make sense? We just can't seem to beat them. I think Michael Carrick is the key that unlocks curses. What? I sound like my dad, but I'm just saying I think that Michael Carrick is the key that will unlock curses. Okay, we've had so many curses come in to this club. Michael Carrick will unlock them, and I think he will unlock this one. Spurs will not win tomorrow. I can feel it. I can feel it in the stars. I can feel it in my balls. I can feel it everywhere. They will not beat us. Not tomorrow. Not tomorrow. It doesn't come out tomorrow. They will not beat us on Saturday. I can feel it. I'm telling you now. I said it before, I'll say it again. They're not going to beat us tomorrow, right? I think that this score, considering their current form right now, if you look at the table, Spurs sitting 14th, us sitting 4th, we're a much better team. If you look at their record right now, they haven't won in the last 5 games. They've drawn 3, lost 2. They're at 29 points, goal difference of +2, which is honestly good for them. It's more than I expected. We have to beat Spurs. I think that goes without saying. If we want to realize our top 4 hopes, we have to beat Spurs. I think what we're looking at here is probably, what are the stars saying? I can't. It's a little fuzzy. I'm seeing a 3-3. I think with Spurs, it's just tough. I don't know if we have it in us, but I can't leave it as a draw. So let's just say 4-3. United's gonna win 4-3. Hey, if we win 4-3, you better come back here. If you saw this video, come back, subscribe, okay? Because our goal is to hit ultimately 500 subscribers in hopefully a year. A year would be crazy if we did that. That's not even realistic. But 500 subscribers in a couple years, that's our goal. So if we win 4-3, come back, remember me, subscribe, leave a like, comment below. Let's go United. We can win this for sure. Again, Spurs are kryptonite, but I think we can win it. And let's go. But that's all I got for you guys today. Let me know what your thoughts are in the game. Let me know what your scoreline predictions are in the comments below. And again, that's all I got. So enjoy the rest of your week, and peace.